Welcome to North Florida Security Academy's webinar on how to become a Florida security officer. This presentation is presented by North Florida Security Academy in Tallahassee, Florida, and I am your host, Nick Cooley, the founder and co-owner of North Florida Security Academy. Private security is regulated by the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Affairs and the Division of Licensing under Florida Chapter 493. Basically, the chapter wanted to make sure that people providing bodyguarding, protecting property, transporting prisoners or armored car services, or loss prevention had the proper credentials and licenses in order to protect the consumers. The Class D security officer is the license that you have to obtain in order to start your career as a security officer. Basically, the two main eligibilities is you have to be 18 and a legal citizen or legal resident alien of the United States. Anyone from any state can become a Florida licensed security professional. Training and experience. The law outlines that you must submit a successful completion of a minimal of a 40-hour professional training course provided by a security officer school or training facility that's licensed by the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Affairs. That license is DS. And North Florida Security Academy has that license 1600014. There's a couple exceptions. If you are currently sworn as a law enforcement officer or correctional officer, you do not have to take the course. You would need to submit the application and the appropriate fees to the Department of Agriculture with copies of your valid training credentials and law enforcement. If you have completed just the training program approved by the Florida Criminal Justice Standards and Training Commissions for certification as law enforcement or corrections, then you can complete the application and submit your training certificate, and that will also apply. So you don't have to be sworn either. If you received some type of military training or education while you were serving our country in the armed forces, proof of that training or education would be significant and more than enough to satisfy the requirement. The department can deny some applications. If you have any convictions of any felonies from any state or any crimes against the United States, which could be designated as a felony or conviction or offense in any state, territory, or country punishable of imprisonments that have exceeded 1 year unless your civil rights have been restored and a period of 10 years has passed. Your proof that your civil rights needed to be restored should be included and must be included with your application. If you are currently serving a suspended sentence on a felony charge or probation for a felony charge, the department will deny your application. If you have a history of being arrested for crimes of violence and or found guilty of or had adjudication withheld to directly related crimes, this includes but is not limited to trespassing, breaking and entering, burglary, robbery, forgery, criminal mischief or theft, assault, battery, stalking, aggravated battery, aggravated assault, sexual battery, kidnapping, armed robbery, murder, aggravated stalking, resisting an officer with or without violence, your application will be denied. Have demonstrated any lack of respect for the laws of any state or this nation. You have an outstanding bench warrant. You are currently on pretrial intervention or a deferred prosecution program. Your application will be denied as well. Our lead instructor and program designer is Nicholas Cooley, who holds multiple degrees. Our other instructors consist of security instructors with more than 30 years of security, law enforcement, and private investigation. North Florida Security Academy takes pride in hiring only the highest quality instructors and staff. Our lead instructor and program designer, Dr. Cooley, is the founder and owner and senior instructor for North Florida Security Academy, which we have locations in Tallahassee and Jacksonville. His education consists of an associate degree in security management, a bachelor's degree in education with corporate training and design, an MBA and a doctoral degree in human body behavior and counseling. He has authored several books on emergency first aid and has written dozens of educational guides. In 2014, Dr. Cooley founded Priority Security Services and created the largest private security agency in Leon County with multifamily housing and student living. In 2016, he founded North Florida Security Academy to train his own officers. In 2016, he sold Priority Security Services to his then Director of Operations to focus on education and transforming the security industry. In 2018, he also founded 2A Firearm and Security, which is a licensed FFL firearm store that supplies security officer equipment. He has a long list of teaching credentials. He started teaching 41 years ago at the Red Cross at the age of 15. He continued that teaching all the way to reaching the highest levels of the American Heart Association and sitting on the national faculty level for the American Heart Association. His current credentials are long. He holds every Florida license that's possible for security, Georgia and Alabama as an unarmed and armed instructor. He owned a Georgia agency, holds almost all of the NRA instructor credentials, including the NRA law enforcement, handgun, and shotgun instructor. He's also an active shooter instructor in multiple disciplines, a member of the most elite firearm associations in the world for law enforcement. He is also internationally and board certified as a protection officer. ACES is the world's top leading credentialing agency. He has received board certification at that level. He is an International Federation of Protection Officer, a certified instructor, certified security supervisor manager, a self-defense instructor, and baton and OC and handcuff instructor. He is a Florida notary, and he started his career back in North Carolina and South Carolina. What is in the Florida 40-hour course? We spend about 6 hours talking about the legality and the legal aspects of private security, the role of security officers. We spend time talking about your conduct as an officer, communications, observation and report writing, principles of access control, how to do patrols, principles of safeguarding information, private or physical security, interviewing techniques, emergency preparedness, safety awareness, medical emergencies, terrorism, event security, communication systems, special issues, and give you a small introduction to weaponry. Passing the course, the state of Florida requires that you complete the 40-hour course and pass the written test of 75% or better, and then submit a completed application. What do you need to mail or turn in your application? First, you need the proof of training, proof of work authorization. If you're not a U.S. citizen, you need to fill out a special section. Get a colored passport photo and fingerprints. You need to be able to get your fingerprints. The total money order that the state will require after the course is $97.75. Veterans, thank you for your service to our country, and the state wants to thank you as well. If you have been within 24 months of being discharged from any branch of the United States Armed Forces with a copy of your DD 214, you can get your state fees waived. You can get your state fees waived, including your surviving spouses. Where to mail? Submit your application to the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Affairs at the regional office nearest you, or you can simply mail it. That address that's on the screen right now is also at the top of your application, which should be provided when you take the course. North Florida Security Academy offers the Unarmed D course for only $85, either in the classroom or currently under a live video feed several times a month. Our schedule is on our website at www.northflsecurityacademy.com, or you can simply call our office at 850-692-2231. Our staff will make sure that you get put into the correct course at the correct time for you. Start your new exciting career in private security by using the sign-up links attached to this webinar. Don't miss out on the fastest growing industry. See you in class, and thank you for joining us.